Get these 5 down, you've basically built the entire foundation.
And this right here, this is your first big win. We are going to lock these 5 sounds in, and I mean lock them in, because once you have them, they will never, ever change on you. Let's do it. First up is the letter A. In Spanish, it's always, and I mean always, ah. Just think about when a doctor tells you to open your mouth and say ah. That's the sound, every single time. It's never going to be a or just a clean, open ah. Next up, the letter E. This one is always eh, kind of like the E in words like get or bet. It's not E, it's a short, crisp eh. Once you learn it, you can totally count on it every single time you see it. Now for the letter I. And this is one where our English brains can get a little tripped up. The Spanish I always sounds like the English E, like in the words see or meet. It's that simple, but you got to train your brain to see I and think E. And here's a fun little fact. The letter Y, when it's at the end of a word, makes that exact same E sound. Okay, the letter O. It's pronounced O. Pretty straightforward, you'd think. But hold on, because there's a really critical physical trick to this one that'll instantly make you sound less like a tourist. And it also applies to our very next letter, so pay close attention. At our final vowel, U, it's always going to be oo, just like in the word moon or blue. Again, simple sound, right? But the way your mouth forms the sound is the real key. So let's look at O and U together and really nail this down. Okay, now this is the real game changer. In English, when we say O or oo, we round our lips and push them forward. Come on, try it. Say tacos like you normally would. Tacos. Feel your lips purse forward? Now, for the real Spanish way, keep your lips totally relaxed, neutral. Don't move them. The sound O comes from your throat, not your lips. Try it again. Tacos. It's a tiny change, but it's a huge tell. And getting this right is a total pro move.
Okay, you're doing great. Vowels are locked in. Now we're going to get into a few little pro tweaks. Just 3 small adjustments with your lips, your tongue, and your breath that make a massive, massive difference with consonants.
Let's talk about the letter D. Say the English word dog. Feel where your tongue is? It's hitting that hard, bumpy ridge right behind your top teeth. Okay, for the Spanish D, you need to bring your tongue forward so it's gently touching the back of your front teeth. It makes the sound way softer, almost like the th sound in the word the. And you know what? This same exact tip works for the Spanish T and N too. Just push that tongue forward.
Here's another fun one you can do right now. Hold your hand right in front of your mouth. Now say the English word party. Feel that big puff of air when you say the P? That puff is what we need to get rid of. In Spanish, the P sound isn't an explosion of air. It's a starting point. Now try saying the word papel. Make that first pa really sharp and clean with no puff of air. Hear the difference? It's so much crisper.
All right, next up are 2 letters that mess with English speakers all the time.
But the rule is actually incredibly simple once you see it like this.
And here is the swap, laid out perfectly. In Spanish, the letter H is a ghost. It's always, always silent. You just pretend it isn't there. So the word hola, you don't say hola, you just say hola. Easy. Meanwhile, the Spanish J, called the jota, steps in and does the job of our English H. It's that breathy sound from the back of your throat, like in the word hello. So, the H is silent, and the J sounds like an H. Simple as that. And now, for the sound that everybody thinks they can't do. The Spanish R. I promise you, what I'm about to show you is going to be a total aha moment. It is a massive confidence booster. Be honest, does the thought of trying to roll your R's kind of fill you with dread? Do you think it's some magical skill that you were just born without? Well, guess what? I have some very, very good news for you. You already make the sound all day, every day. Say the word butter out loud in just a normal American English accent. Butter. Pay really close attention to what your tongue does on that T part. That little quick flap of your tongue against the roof of your mouth. That is it. That is the single Spanish R. It's the exact same sound. You've been doing it your whole life. Okay, so now that we've totally demystified the single R, let's see how just adding one more letter can completely change not just the sound, but the entire meaning of a word. This is where pronunciation gets really important. Just look at this chart. A single L is just, well, a normal L sound, like in pelo, which means hair. But a double L, that makes a y sound, like in pollo, for chicken. Now for the R's. Perro, with our single butterflap R, means butt. But perro, with that double R, and that's the one you really have to trill, means dog. Huge difference. And finally, a regular N is N, like in
pena for pity, but the enya with that little squiggle on top, that's enye, turning the word into piña for pineapple. One little mark changes everything.
Okay, to wrap things up, I want to leave you with a super practical tool. Think of this as your personal cheat sheet. This is the official name for every single letter in the Spanish alphabet. So these are the names you'd use if you were, say, spelling a word out loud for someone. You know, like how we say W for the letter W. In Spanish, you'd hear W. Seriously, you should screenshot this slide and just keep it on your phone. It has the letter, its official name, and a little pronunciation hint to keep you on the right track.
So there you have it. The code is cracked. You've got the 5 rock-solid vowels, the pro tweaks for your tongue and breath, and you even have the butter trick for the Spanish R. You have all the tools. So the only real question left is, what's the first word you're going to go try to pronounce perfectly?